Lecture number 3, month of February, continue, life in Medina. We were learning about the battle of the Hoth, that was the second major battle occurred for the Muslim Empire. Now, Holy Prophet started consulting his companions and he decided the planning of this battle. Prophet decided to fight outside the Medina upon the suggestion of most of his followers, although he himself had a different opinion. He wanted to fight from the sides of the Medina or from the inside of the Medina, but due to the opinion of the majority, he had to make the decision to fight outside the Medina. Muslims were numbered around 700, marched to Hoth. Initially, we have learned they were around 1,000, but 300 were deserted by the Abdullah bin Ubay at the start of the battle. Before reaching the Hoth, he deserted with 300 of the men, and they were mainly all the hypocrites. Therefore, Muslims now numbered around 700. They all marched to Hoth and encamped on the rising ground with Mount Hoth on their back. Their position was advantageous as the Meccan army could not approach them. It means Holy Prophet decided to take the part of the hill, and he also appointed 50 archers under the command of the Abdullah bin Zubair. Why? What is the reason? To protect the pass in the Hoth mountain, or to defend the Muslims from any possible attack by the enemy from the back. Holy Prophet used to study the battlefield before deciding the positions of his men. Also, the strategic plans of the Holy Prophet proved to be an advantage for the Muslims' armies. Here, Holy Prophet decided to place the 50 archers at one side, while he himself camped at the top of the hill, and others were surrounding the ground of the Hoth. He instructed the archers clearly not to leave their position under any circumstances. It means if Muslims are going to be defeated, if Muslims are victorious, under the both conditions, until and unless they receive the signals from the Holy Prophet, they won't leave their place. This is particularly for the 50 archers. This strategy of the Holy Prophet is also mentioned in the Quran. Remember that morning you left your household to post the faithful at their station for the battle. It means this all planning is done according to the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He knows well what humans are going to plan and what they are going to do. So this strategy initially worked for the Holy Prophet and his men. Now here we are going to look the area of the Battle of Hoth. This is actually a mountain, and in the green you can see bottom side, it is clear Meccan camps, and Meccan's cavalry seizes the high ground once the Muslim arrowmen left it for the plains. What happened actually in this battle? Holy Prophet secured the Hoth mountain position, and you may see where the arrows, and this was the placement of the archers, 50 archers. The Meccan cavalry is mentioned here, while the other Meccan troops who tried to reach the archers took the backside of the Hoth. Therefore, Holy Prophet already knew the consequences. That's why he decided to place the archers over there. But now let's have a look at the scene of the battle. At initial, it was a general fighting. Quraysh attacked first. Muslims fought bravely because they had an upper hand in the battle. They killed and wounded many warriors of the Quraysh. The Quraysh began to flee in disorder, leaving behind a great deal of booty. It means the spoils of the war or their belongings. Now, without having the commandments of the Holy Prophet, they began to collect this large booty. When the 50 archers saw that the victory was certain, they particularly realized that now Quraysh are not going to return back towards the initial position. Near about 35 to 36 of them left the positions and came to collect the booty. So this happened because they did not accept the orders of the Abdullah bin Zubair. He asked them to stay over there until unless we are ordered by the Holy Prophet, we are not going to leave. But besides that, a number of companions, around 35 to 36, left that place and they came to collect the booty. The Quran also refers to these people as when you, with Allah's permission, were about to annihilate your enemy until you, the archers, flinched and fell disputing about the order and disobeyed it. It means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not like anyone who is going to disobey the orders of the Holy Prophet. Now, what happened? Victory or the defeat? Now, the pass, which was secured with the 50 archers, was left unguarded. It means with this passage, anyone could enter directly to the Holy Prophet. Khalid bin Walid, at that moment, he was a strong enemy. Later on, when he converted, he was entitled as the Swords of Allah. Khalid bin Walid, he was the head of the enemy cavalry. Cavalry is basically the force which are on the horses. They found the opening undefended and he took the advantage and attacked the Muslims from the backside. Let's have a look again at the battlefield. Here is the view. Khalid bin Walid attacked the Hoth mountain from the backside, where the Muslim archers were placed. So, this was the orders of the Holy Prophet. Muslims got panic-stricken. They started to run away from the battlefield. Some also retreated. Quraysh attacked the Holy Prophet, who was surrounded by only a group of the companions, or you may say just a handful of companions. What they did to the Holy Prophet? An enemy struck his sword into the cheeks of the Holy Prophet, that two of his rings were embedded in his cheeks. He became unconscious. He lost a tooth as well and wounded badly. The circle that was around the Holy Prophet included Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas, Abdul Rahman bin Auf, Abdul Talha and Abu Dujara, including Abu Bakr, Abu Umar and other important companions. At this moment, Quraysh spread the rumor that Holy Prophet was killed. Now, the consequences or a series of events. This particular declared message disheartened the Muslims and they lost the hope. Therefore, stood firmly and ordered his companions to come back. Who? Holy Prophet. In this condition, he asked his army to come back. Fighting was now only one-sided because both parties were extremely exhausted. Soon fighting ended and the armies decided to leave. It means again it was a victory for the Muslim, but with a heavy loss. The Quraysh, while leaving, what did they say? They challenged the Muslims again for the next year. It means a series of events will be continued until and unless Quraysh are going to see them as the victorious. Impact of Battle of Uhud. Prestige of the Muslims lowered in the sight of the neighboring tribes. Why? Because a number of group of people disobeyed the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, unintentionally. They just wanted to collect the booty, which was not allowed by the Holy Prophet at that particular moment. Now, what was the major impact? Several tribes broke away their alliance with the Holy Prophet. After this battle, Jews joined forces with the Quraysh openly. Before that, they were going to mourn over the death of the Quraysh leaders, but secretly, not openly. Believers were more determined because they realized the mistake. What Muslims basically learned from this battle? First of all, we must understand that victory or defeat is only by the will of Allah. The purpose of every battle or the fight is to establish the Islamic State, or it should be only the pure form of jihad. Jihad means you are striving something for the cause of Allah. So, if the Prophet is ordering you something, you must understand that order. Prophet instructions must not be neglected at any cost, because his strategy, his planning is all by the will of Allah. Anyone must concern his or take the opinions of the subordinates. For example, Hazrat Abdullah bin Zubair, who was appointed as with the 50 archers on that another mount, so the people who disobey him, they should have consulted him. Real faces of the Jews revealed when Abdullah bin Ubay deserted with the 300 men. This was the initial step taken by the Abdullah bin Ubay at the start of the battle, but soon Jews joined the forces of the Quraysh openly after this war. Leadership skills and the strategic planning of the Holy Prophet highlighted in this battle widely, and everyone accepted the decision. Those who were sincere or who are sincere to their Lord, they pass every kind of test. So this battle proved it. Women also joined the battlefield, but only as the nurses. So this was the first battle in which Muslims had a mixed consequence, like a victory and the defeat at the same moment. End of battle. Muslims suffered heavy losses. They killed or they martyred and injured around 70. Martyred around 70 and injured around 40. 66 Ansars and 4 were the Muhajirins. Quraysh, they did not kill in many numbered, but around 30 people of them were killed. A major incident also occurred in this battle. What was that? Amongst the Muslim martyrs were the Hazrat Hamza Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu, the Prophet's uncle. Washi, he was the slave of Zubair bin Motim who killed Hazrat Hamza. And this was particularly the slave of the Hinda, the wife of the Abu Sufyan. If you kill Hamza, actually he had the orders from the wife of Abu Sufyan. If you kill Hamza in revenge for my uncle, then you will be set free. Hazrat Hamza had killed Utbah, the father of the Hinda, in the Badr. That's why after this battle, when Washi hit the Hazrat Hamza, she mutilated his dead body, cut off his ear and nose, ripped his body and chewed his liver to avenge the death of her father. So, over the death of the Hazrat Hamza, Holy Prophet could not bear, but he soon realized that he is a martyr, and martyrs are going to be in the paradise directly. Surah Al-Imran, around 60 verses represent the view of this Second Islamic War. It also contains mild reproach against the Muslims' failure, and it mainly stresses on the advices for the Muslims. Prophet conduct under the critical circumstances. Prophet used to sought advice from his companions. He remained from being injured after the battle. He also possessed strong challenging qualities that must be learned. He was a superb strategist. After placing archers, it was proved. He accepted the opinion of majority that was fighting outside the Medina. It means taking advice from someone is always proved to be a positive one.